Have you ever stopped to think what would happen if during the mission Daddy's Little Girl we called the cops during that jet ski chase? Or what if on top of that when renting those bikes, Michael was broke? Yeah, my friends, today's video is another one in the series covering all the possibilities in GTA 5 missions, this time focusing on the mission Daddy's Little Girl. And man, there's a ton of stuff, lots of cool stuff in this video. That said, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe right now to give the channel that boost, that strength. If you really dig the channel and want to support on a deeper level, consider becoming a member. That helps a lot too, alright? So with that said, let's get started. Let's start with a simple fun fact. It's just a fun fact, not a possibility, alright? So here's the deal. Before starting the mission, Daddy's Little Girl, there's a post from Tracy on Life Invader saying some guys invited her to go to the yacht, which is where the mission takes place. Just wanted to point that out because there's a lot of stuff I'll show later related to Life Invader, and I actually noticed this before starting the mission, which is pretty cool. But anyway, let's get to it. Starting the mission here, we go straight to Jimmy's room without actually triggering the mission start. At the moment you're supposed to start the mission, instead of hitting the spawn point in front of the house, you head directly to Jimmy's room. When you get there, sometimes, just sometimes, you might glitch and see Jimmy either with the TV off or just hear his dialogue, or even see a ghost Jimmy, like you only hear him. Other than that, there's no one else in the house, not Tracy, not Amanda, no one. So it just stays stuck in that bug. Since nothing much was happening, they decided to start the mission right away, and when we do start it, basically we don't have any options until we get to the car. That's when they go down the stairs and head to the car. When that happens, you have a few things you can try. The first thing I tested was running away from Jimmy to see if any different dialogue would play, but there's no different dialogue. The mission just fails.
Some guys borrow your boat!
If you run over Jimmy or hurt him in any way that also scares him, the mission will fail too, so it doesn't really make much sense to explore those possibilities too much.
Please! So
the first cool thing here is the first dialogue inside the car. When Jimmy gets in the car with Michael, a conversation will happen, and if you die or restart the mission for any reason at this exact moment, there will be a second dialogue. I'll show you both here.
Yeah, well, you're lucky to even be allowed out of the house after that boat stunt.
what's the big deal? If anything goes wrong, you can just fake your death and start all over. If I'm hanging with you, I'm listening to my music. Fuck yeah, my jam. How am I meant to develop my own moral sensibilities when yours are so unbelievably fuck-faced?
Don't push me.
Seriously, some guys borrow your boat.
Burrow? You were hiding in the head crying kidnap.
They just took receipt of your property with payment pending.
If it was anything other than what you told me, then that's on you.
All right, they fucking stole it. And who knows what they would have done if they found me, but I didn't expect or want them to get killed.
You think I'm gonna let some guys ride off with my son?
Look, I knew you were a bad guy, but...
Oh, a bad guy.
A crook, a killer, a thief, a liar.
I guess I've been all those things one time or another, right? It's just...
What?
I always thought I was the good guy.
God help the morally bankrupt planet your generation have left us if you're the good guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, I always knew you were the kind of person who didn't let other people get in the way, but I hadn't, seen that happen before.
Yeah, well, that's me, Jim. And I've been trying my best to get things under control for the last 10 years. But that was an extreme fucking situation, and I had to act.
A normal person wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, well, I had to. To protect you.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that when you see their faces every time you close your eyes. So, where are the bikes?
At the rental place.
I'm going gray listening to this crap. Station change. Oh, hella yeah. You? Rent? Huh.
What?
I just thought you'd cruise around till you found an old lady on her way to the shops, knock her to the road, and cycle off on her bike.
What do you take me for?
Are we seriously having this conversation?
Hey, I don't just rob anyone.
Yes, you do. I don't even think you know who you rob. They're anonymous to you. They've got something you want, and fuck them for standing in the way.
No one complains when the guys at the hedge funds take what they can. What I do is...
Actually, Dad, they do complain. There are some serious complaints. Protests, even.
Oh, Mr. fucking Morality.
Here's a couple of morals to live by. Don't kill people, and bankers are fucking scumbags.
Well, you're anti-bankers now. Now that's a bandwagon if I ever saw one. Hey, I got an idea. Let's get Mom to paint you a protest sign and we'll send you out into the street, huh? Hell, God knows you got time for it, with no TV and no fucking job.
Maybe I'll take you up on the offer.
I don't see you standing in front of a tank, son. Unless it's a digital one and there's a homo in the cockpit.
What's so funny about me wanting my voice to be heard? It's my generation who've been screwed over. The debt, the job market.
Well, you ain't employed, but you ain't exactly struggling either. You know, at your age,
I know, in prison. Well, I'm in prison too, and the fucking warden wants to take me on a fucking bike ride.
You don't know hardship, you little shit.
Well, you don't know what an asshole you are.
Hey, I got news for you. A lazy shit like you would get eaten alive in the pen. They'd be licking their lips.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not the most likely one in the household to be convicted of a felony then.
Well, maybe they should bring back debtors' prisons.
I think they've got plenty to worry about with the wanted bank robbers going on stealing and murdering sprees.
Oh, no worries there, Jim. Me and the government learned to coexist. Thank you very much.
Sure you have. No wonder I'm so fat. You feed me all this bullshit.
Another cool thing that happens when Jimmy and Michael get in the car is that Jimmy changes the radio and then Michael can change it again. If Michael does that, Jimmy calls him a tyrant, which is actually pretty funny.
Driver's choice.
Tyrant.
After those dialogue options and seeing Jimmy's lines, there's one thing you can do to trigger a new Jimmy dialogue. Just drive like a maniac when you're heading to the bike rental spot. Jimmy's gonna get really mad at you and start an argument with Michael. Check it out, it's pretty funny.
You're driving like a psychopath, Michael! Do you realize that? Or are you so high on your own outmoded sense of masculinity that you think this is normal?
Shut your pie hole. I think we'll both be happier if we can spend as little time in this vehicle as possible.
God! You think I've got learning difficulties, huh? Take a good long look in the mirror, pal. I'm not the one who doesn't respect my fellow human beings.
No, not unless they're a spick or a Jew boy or an ass-munching homo.
Oh, there was me thinking there's a difference between witty banter arising from a sense of competition.
Witty? Really?
And mowing someone down in the street?
Hey, I never said you had learning difficulties, Jim.
Well, I do, and you never cared.
I just said that Dr. Freelander thought that maybe you had problems relating to people.
Relate to my asshole, old man.
And another dialogue you can also trigger here is if you get a wanted level, then Jimmy starts saying some stuff about going to jail, like, man, you gotta get away from the cops quick, I can't go to prison because of some things. Anyway, these wanted level dialogues are pretty cool too. Even though you have to kill some NPCs or steal a car for it to happen, Jimmy doesn't talk that much about it, but once you reach the wanted level, he talks a lot.
You know what prison will be like for me, Pop? My perfect white skin? I got bitch written all over me. Lose them, Dad? Can we, like, pay them off or give them hand jobs? If I go away, will you screw up my face so I'm not so pretty? Actually, not in the face.
So when you get to the spot after that whole crazy trip we took, one thing I tested here was showing up with no money at all. I arrived with $0. Basically, the game gives you money so you can rent the bike. The weird part is it gives you way more cash than you actually need, which is kind of strange, but it lets you rent it just fine and the mission doesn't fail. Now moving on to the bike rental part, there's something kind of odd that I don't know why happens, okay? If you pick the first bike, Jimmy will pick the third one for himself, and if you pick the third bike, Jimmy picks the first. No matter which other bike you choose from all the ones available, Jimmy will always pick either the first or the third. I'm not sure if the game was programmed just for that. Definitely it was, but I don't know why they programmed it that way. It seems kind of weird to me. I think he should pick the bikes randomly. Another thing I tested was after Jimmy grabbed the bike, I tried to steal his bike. Somehow I stopped right in front of him and all, but then he got a little glitchy. Actually not glitchy, he just becomes untouchable. The bike itself isn't usable if Jimmy already took it. So with my bike, I tested two more things. The first was trying to ride the bike into the water to see if there would be any dialogue about it or if we could grab another bike at the rental spot, but actually you can't. Once your bike goes into the water, the mission fails because the bike is no longer usable. The same thing happens if you ditch your bike anywhere along the way. You can't go back and rent another one. The mission fails because you got too far away. Since we don't have that many options with the bikes, there are a few things here that are pretty cool. The first one is all the dialogues Jimmy has when he's ahead of Michael in that supposed race. Those lines are really fun.
Try and get past this fat ass.
Woo! I don't envy the guy who's got to wipe down your bicycle seat, Jim.
Try and take me then.
I gotta video this and send it to your mom.
End of the pier. Here we
You do realize I'm just letting you wear yourself out, right?
I'm doing the work here, fatso.
Yeah, we'll see if you sass me when I'm in front.
I'm gonna gas in your face.
I'm being hypnotized by your wings flapping.
You ain't gonna slingshot me.
If I wasn't catching a face full of your fumes, I'd go faster. Hey, we didn't discuss how big that TV would be, did we? How's 20 inches sound?
I can't wait to show you something.
I'm just waiting for my moment.
There's a prize waiting for you at the end of the pier, Pops.
Careful, Jim. Don't give yourself a hernia.
End of the pier. Here we come.
Woo! I don't envy the guy who's got to wipe down your bicycle seat, Jim.
You shall not pass. All the way to the end. Come on, old man. You'll die first, old man. Right after you buy the TV. Try and get past this badass.
If I wasn't catching a face full of your fumes, I'd go faster.
You ain't gonna slingshot me.
Yeah, we'll see if you sass me when I'm in front.
Try and take me then.
I'm being hypnotized by your wings flapping.
Hey, get out of the air pocket.
And there's also all the dialogue from Michael when he's leading the race. In some cases, Jimmy even says he's about to have a heart attack or something like that. It's pretty cool too. Just take a look.
End of the pier, fine. But if you lose, you're gonna do something with your life.
Hey, Pop. If you're such a health nut, you should do a triathlon or some other midlife crisis nonsense. My body isn't meant to work like this, but I'm making it to beat you. Don't die. Don't give him the pleasure.
Hey, don't they have fitness video games you can play now?
I'd never bike with the man who murked my flat screen.
All that smack talk ain't gonna put me off my stride.
I'm not gonna be able to stop this thing.
It's not the winning, James. It's the taking part that counts.
Oh, I'm about to pass out. When I wake up, please let this nightmare be over.
Now, let me think. What am I gonna do with all that spare TV money?
If you like the beach so much, bury yourself out here.
You bike a few more miles, we might be able to squeeze you into some skinny jeans.
If I have a heart attack, it's your fault.
Come on, Jim. Keep pushing.
My body isn't meant to work like this, but I'm making it to beat you.
I also tested not betting on the race, just getting on the bike and standing still, but the mission continues normally, you don't fail. Since it's basically a race, Jimmy just gets there first, and then when you arrive, the cutscene plays showing that Jimmy won. If you decide to follow Jimmy too, I was testing this to see if he moves a bit faster because he's really slow. Even with that rubber band effect from racing games and all, you'll notice some cool dialogues as you follow Jimmy, but what you'll really realize is that it's insanely slow. Following Jimmy is actually kind of a pain. I'll even put on the screen the time it took me to complete the whole route following Jimmy side by side. Look how long it takes.
Whew. That's it. Number one, pal.
Another thing that's pretty common and I think a lot of people didn't know is you don't have to follow exactly the route Jimmy takes, the one marked on the minimap. That route along the beach, from my point of view, is basically there for you to get to know the beach a bit since you pass through it and see those spots, especially because this mission is one of the first in the game, so you get to learn a little more about the area by the beach. But if you decide to take a different route like I usually do, something I learned from watching speedrunner videos and all that, you can basically cut straight through the boardwalk here and you'll get there way faster. Jimmy might even say it's cheating depending on the dialogue line that triggers, but the mission doesn't fail. You can still finish it just fine. And since we're still at the very beginning and Michael is a sedentary character in this part of the game, actually he stays sedentary until the end, but at the start it's way worse because his stamina is super low. You can actually, depending on how long you pedal hard, make the character reach exhaustion. The mission doesn't fail. I thought it would because I figured he'd die if his health dropped too low, but the only thing that happens is Michael falls off the bike and crashes to the ground. The mission keeps going normally and Michael can get back on the bike and keep pedaling without pushing himself too hard, of course. If he overdoes it, he'll fall off again. And then when we get to this part of the race, there are two cutscenes at the end. The first cutscene is when we lose to Jimmy, which I'll show you now.
You do realize I'm just...
Whew. That's it. Number one, pal. You owe me a TV.
Hey, I never agreed to that.
You know, this is real nice, Dad. Bonding, good times.
Yeah, well, I'm giving it my best shot. Hey, we're having fun, right?
You wouldn't know fun if it sat on your face.
Ah, come on.
I mean, why do I have to hold your hand through this whole midlife crisis bullshit? And why don't you stick your nose up Tracy's butt sometime?
Because Tracy doesn't buy cars she can't afford so that thugs break in our house. Tracy doesn't get kidnapped or destroy my yacht.
Well, that's just because she's too busy getting fucked by dudes to get on TV.
You don't talk about your sister that way.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's true. I mean, according to her Life Invader page, she's hanging out with producers and porno guys this afternoon.
What are you talking about?
Actually, it's all happening right out there.
What?
That boat that makes yours look like a refugee raft? You know the kind of boat, the one that makes a young, impressionable girl drop her pants and spread her legs.
This is the reason you brought me here, isn't it? You fuck. Ah!
Dad, wait!
And the second cutscene happens when we beat Jimmy. Basically, both are almost the same, only the beginning changes from one to the other. And after about 10 seconds, both cutscenes are exactly the same.
All that smack talk ain't gonna put me up. Looks like you're buying your own TV.
You know, this is real nice, Dad. Bonding, good times.
Yeah.
And then after those cutscenes, you get all the dialogues between Jimmy and Michael. When Michael is heading to the ship, if you just hang around there waiting, you'll hear Jimmy say a bunch of different lines. I'll leave all the ones I managed to record here for you.
Hey, Dad, no, stop. Whoa. Hey, wait. Look, if you do go, don't say I told you.
Seriously?
Fuck.
You are shitting me.
Shit. Shit. Dad, don't go. Dad, come on now. Dad, no, stop. Whoa. Hey, wait. Look, if you do go, don't say I told you.
After that, Michael jumps into the water and we have to swim to the ship. By the way, the ship is called Dignity. If you caught the irony, you caught it, right? So I tested swimming underwater longer than Michael could hold his breath and he ended up dying. The test was basically to see if the game forced you to surface so you could make it to the ship. And actually it doesn't. If you go underwater without enough breath, you die. Then you have to restart that part of the mission. Setting that test aside, I made it to the yacht. One thing I tried here was to move the jet skis before getting on, like riding them, pushing them with Michael's head, something like that, to maybe have fewer jet skis when that escape cutscene starts later, or I don't know, glitch the NPC somehow, who knows. But unfortunately, the jet skis are basically locked in place, and if you try to get on them, it doesn't work. So a bunch of possibilities we could have had by moving those jet skis are off the table. And since we're here on the ship, there are a few things we can do. The first thing I tested was going up the ladder already aiming a gun. Most of the time, the mission failed. It doesn't fail every time though, sometimes the cutscene plays on its own. But I don't really get it, like what exactly causes it to fail or what triggers the cutscene to spawn. I didn't quite figure it out. So there's another thing you can do, which is this. Get to the yacht in other ways, either with mods or a helicopter. I've even shown it before in a video with a helicopter. I'm going to show you now what you can do. When you get here with the buzzard helicopter, you'll see two NPCs on the top of the yacht. One very important thing is that you can't get too close to the cutscene spawn point. If you get too close there with the helicopter, the mission will fail. So you kind of have to circle around the yacht and hover above it. When you do this, you can see two NPCs. These are the same two NPCs that chase you on the jet ski and all that. And these NPCs are hostile, so you can kill them, but you have to be really quick and use a silenced weapon. Because if the people down there hear gunshots, the mission fails too. Tracy gets scared. So once you manage to kill these two characters with the silencer, just go down to where Tracy is and where that whole cutscene would happen, and you'll see that cutscene doesn't trigger. The game just kind of stays there but completely bugged. You can try doing whatever you want there, and the mission won't fail unless you kill Tracy somehow. If the moment you get to the yacht you trigger the wanted level cheat or somehow get a wanted level no matter how, the mission will kind of freeze right there until the wanted level goes away. Only then will the mission continue with the cutscene and everything else. The part I'm talking about that bugs out is exactly where the cutscene should start. It just doesn't start and the game basically just freezes there. Another thing I tested at the pier was trying to shoot the ship with a sniper or an RPG. With the sniper, you have to hit Tracy directly or another character. Doing that causes the mission to fail because Tracy gets scared. However, if you shoot the ship with an RPG but aren't close enough to the characters, the mission won't fail. It only fails if you shoot too close, which is actually kind of funny.
Hey, wait! Shit.
So, after testing all the possibilities here on the yacht, since you can't actually get inside it, I went over to the jet ski chase part. The first thing I tried was, after getting on the jet ski, trying to go back to the yacht to see if anything would happen. I don't know why I keep saying ship when it's a yacht, and nothing really happens. Tracy just stays up there on the jet ski. There's no different dialogue like, hey, don't come back, or anything like that. And when you get back on the yacht, all the NPCs are running around scared because of the shootout and everything. It's actually kind of funny, but nothing really different that could be considered an extra possibility. So going back to the jet ski chase, you know what, we have a few options. The first one, which a lot of people naturally pick, is to escape from the NPCs through the tunnel. When you break away from them through the tunnel, there are several lines of dialogue from Tracy, the guys chasing you, and others. You have to keep dodging them, and at the end there's a line about the NPCs escape.
Oh my god, they're gone. Oh my god. Oh, this is the worst.
They're gone? Cool. See, it's okay. I'll take you back to Jim.
Another option that a lot of people don't know about is that you can just kill those two jet ski NPCs chasing you. Then there's a different line of dialogue with Tracy saying she witnessed a murder or was an accomplice, and then Michael tries to defend her. It's crazy, but it's also a pretty cool dialogue line. Check it out.
They're both dead. I can't believe this.
Take a deep breath, baby. It's okay. I'm taking you back to your brother.
There he is. Jimmy, you D-bag. I see that traitor. Jimmy! I'm an accessory to murder.
No, you're not. You're an accessory to self-defense.
Have I, got to be a witness because I did some blow?
You did blow?
Yeah, I did some blow, and that might, make my testimony inadmissible.
You're not admitting anything. There won't be a trial unless you're on a trial for doing blow.
After you ruined my day, stole my friend's shit, capped them, and I'm the one on trial?
They started it. And we wouldn't be in this mess if you hadn't hung out with some creepy-ass porno people and done blow.
You didn't know I did blow until I told you I did blow, so this should be an increase in trust and honesty thing. And porno dudes are the best dudes I could be with.
Porno dudes? Really?
Yeah, they actually respect women and treat us right. It's Los Santos, Dad. What do you expect when we moved here?
Enough! This conversation is over!
Keep hiding your head in the clouds. The 50s are over. Even the 80s are over.
See? That's the problem. 'Cause they're not over in my head.
Well, grow up!
And finally, there's one last dialogue line which is the hardest to trigger, where you kill just one NPC. Why is it so hard to pull off? When you kill only one of them, the other one pretty much sticks to you like glue. It's really tough to shake this guy off. But when you do manage it, Tracy kind of breathes a sigh of relief and says at least one of them is still alive. Check it out.
Oh, he stopped following us. At least one of them is still breathing.
Take a deep breath, baby. It's okay. I'm taking you back to your brother.
Another option I tried here was to escape from the NPCs, but not using the usual route the game gives you, like through that tunnel and all. I went all the way to the edge of the map, put a marker where the city was, and kept heading completely the other way. And then when I got there, the mission failed. Not because I managed to escape, but because my jet ski got destroyed. There's also another dialogue from Tracy that you can trigger during this chase. Here's how. In the middle of the chase, just jump off the jet ski and start swimming around, and Tracy will keep saying she doesn't know how to drive and stuff like that. Like you weren't supposed to be leaving her behind?
Stop fucking around in the water and get on the sea shark! Fuck! Get back on! What the fuck are you doing in the water? Get back up here! It's so effing gross! Get up here! No, this is not an appropriate time to take a swim!
I also tested getting the jet ski stuck on the beach during the chase, and then the mission fails because you destroyed the jet ski, which you're not supposed to do. It would be pretty cool if we could like take the jet ski all the way to the beach and then run off, but in practice you can't. If you get the jet ski stuck, the mission fails.
Head in the tunnel! I said the fucking outlet!
So, since I was kind of limited with options, I decided to call the cops here to see if it would work. Just to be clear, in a lot of missions, calling the cops doesn't work. It's simply blocked or unavailable. But specifically in this mission, the call goes through, even though no cops actually show up to help you. Even with the shooting, I activated the invincibility mod on the character, and no cops come to help. Like, they just stand there taking shots forever. No one comes to help me. But it's cool to know that like we could call the cops, even if it's a feature that's not really working. I hope there's something functional like this in GTA 6. And the last thing I tested here was going straight to Jimmy during the chase, the spot where Jimmy would be. I went there directly with the NPCs chasing me to see if Jimmy would already be there, or if some dialogue would happen, or if the mission would fail. And nothing happens at all because Jimmy at that moment still isn't there. That even made me think, man, wow, Jimmy took a little detour, right? Because he was up there, then down there by the beach, but anyway. So after testing all that, we can just finish the mission. There isn't much left to test here, but after the mission, there are some pretty cool things. We can make a secret call to Tracy.
Yes?
Look, Trace, I'm sorry.
You ruined my life!
I've given you everything, babe. If you'd seen how your mother and I got brought up.
You calling me to bore me?
I called to apologize.
Well, you've done that. Goodbye.
Love you, Angel.
Then a secret call to Amanda.
Is he dead?
I didn't kill him, but I shoulda.
Well, he isn't answering his cell, and he didn't show at the tennis club.
Well, he must have skipped town, as he shoulda.
Next time I'll run your street skank out of LS.
I bring one to the house and ask you to pay? You're more than welcome.
And then also a secret call to Jimmy. This call to Jimmy is made using Franklin, not Michael.
Franklin!
What's up, Jim?
Not a thing, Holmes. Actually, we're a little worried about Dad.
Shit, is your dad okay?
I mean, how deep is he back in it? 'Cause he's just like acting real weird. I mean, normally he's just like quiet, seething style angry, and now he's vocal, violent, and scary angry.
I don't know, man. I ain't saying your pop should be out pulling scores and shit, but dude, he ain't meant to be sitting on no fucking couch either.
I know what you mean, but just don't let him get killed.
And there are also some pretty cool things on Bleeter about this. The Bleeter stuff isn't that great, just 2 posts. But on Life Invader, there's a lot more. On Michael's Life Invader, Tracy and Jimmy comment a lot. There are plenty of their posts. There are also comments on Tracy's, Jimmy's, and Amanda's Life Invader pages. The funniest part is that on Tracy's page, even the guy we killed on the jet ski leaves a comment. And when you check Amanda's page, where Jimmy talks about her renting the house out to those guys and all that, way down below you see a comment from Lester, like in a kind of creepy way, you know, saying Amanda's got a better body now than when she was 20. I was honestly surprised by that comment. I didn't know that was there. And one last fun fact about this mission, basically just a fun fact, not an actual possibility. In the final cutscene with Tracy and Jimmy talking, you can see a buzzard flying right behind them. That's a clear nod to the GTA 4 DLC, The Ballad of Gay Tony, because there's a mission there where you have to destroy a yacht using a buzzard, which is very similar to the yacht we see in GTA 5. So I believe it's a reference. There's no reason for a buzzard to be flying so close there. I think it's one of those hidden Easter eggs, you know? Super well hidden, almost nobody notices it. So there it is. And I believe these are all the possible options for the mission Daddy's Little Girl. I'm not sure if there's anything else to test or not, but if you remember anything, drop a comment down below. I might bring it up in the next video, who knows, or maybe in a short clip. And if you think this video had some cool possibilities, you haven't seen the prologue yet. In the prologue, we can make the characters spawn a secret outfit. Well, not all the characters actually, just Trevor. He spawns with the other outfit during the final escape. If you want to check out that video, click right here next to the yellow arrow. Man, that video is seriously good. It was the first one in this series, all the possibilities of the missions, the prologue. Awesome video, definitely worth watching. With that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Take care and peace.